I will do my Warlord.
And I think at the end of the day, moving him from here back to here would have been probably the best move at that point.
Well, we discussed it for quite a while,
Yeah.
didn't we? Just off camera, and I think that towing him in to there to score the point, which would have kept my Warlord here for another couple of turns, because I didn't,
Yes, and completely kept him away from this lot here.
Because in a Warlord versus Warlord, I think I come out on top at the moment because of all of the combinations of things that I've got, with very great stuff. But he's damn slow unless he charges, and so if he's over here with you, maybe it would be better to kind of keep him away. Whilst these guys did another good number. He's the only plague immune guy as well, so the other ones really suffer, and when we start losing 2 or 3 a turn. Who knows? Because I could have rolled really badly if we fought there. I could have rolled really great if we fought there. I don't know.
Let me feel the karma. None of it has been badly.
All right, so Mr. Waller will go. He will put Embolden on them, which auto works because I've got a special rule called Fell Commander. Any tactics he puts on them work. That costs them 1. Not Embolden. What's that stupid thing called? Grindstone gives him +1 power. He will, for 2, shatter the armour of this guy to give him -2 armour. It's an enemy tactic, so you take your lead versus my lead, and then I think we roll a dice as well. I can't remember. Maybe I've never used an enemy tactic before, to be fair. I was reading it this morning. I just can't bloody remember it. Oh, there we go. Enemy tactics. Yeah. So we both roll a d6 and add our current leadership values to the roll. And if I'm equal or higher, I affect you. I already won. That's good. That's the kind of roll I like. You get a dead cert. So you're shattered, which means you're at -2 armour.
He's only armour 6, isn't he?
No, well now he's armour 4. And I just gave them +1 power as well. So provided they can hit you, you've got bristle pines up as well.
I have got bristle pines.
Fuck it up. That's going to be annoying. Is there any way you can give them extended halved axes? So they I don't think so. He's got 3 left. What's he going to do? I don't know. When something happens, he'll move 3 times.
Not.
There we go. Can't go there. Then I'll immediately do these guys. They're going to, or maybe you could have given them a token, would have been more sensible. They'll do a 2 charge. They'll do their 0 action, give them +1 melee first, so skilled strike. Then they'll do a 2 charge on old Bearsy McBear. And then they're so fast too. Look at me, I'm flying. Smell at the back. How many of my monks can I kill by poisoning
Oh,
them?
which one's the hurt one? This one here.
The ones with the execution token.
Oh, there.
You want to do a counter attack?
I think I will counter attack
Sure thing.
for 2.
Yep. Alright, so I'm melee 5, goes to 6, goes to 7 on the charge. Your defense 13, right?
Yep.
So you need 6s. So nearest one to me first, need a 6. It's a just a 6. And I'm power 4, +1 for charging, +1 for grindstone, 7.
So +3.
First one +3 is 7 +3, 10 damage.
So he suffers an automatic power 1 damage roll.
Alright, I'm armor 8.
No.
Alright.
So what depends? Sorry, how many damage?
10.
Oh my
So
god!
+3 and I roll a 7. Thank you, Shatter.
It's
a big swing.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's in the orange.
Second one, so it needs a 5 to hit. Yep, a 10's a hit, and it's going to be +4 now. +4 is 12 damage.
He's dead. So power 1 for him.
Yep, -7.
No.
British.
It's all going horribly wrong.
Yes. I'll spend the last 2 to move, I think, where possible. Like that. That's not. Just the execution is that. go. Over to you. Okay, your next activation. You've still got one left. I'm going to do an attack with him.
I've only got one AP left.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, one axe left. Because that was an ambidextrous.
Ah, yeah.
So I may as well. How many actions they got?
They've got 2 left. They can incite and still do an attack, but this guy might die if he activates and play kills him.
I can activate 2 units, can't I?
Yeah. Oh no, you can't do 2
so
units.
I can't do that
So
unit.
you could
so I've
do
got
one of the other geezers as well.
Hmm.
I hope I haven't done 2 units at any point in this game. I don't think I have.
No, you didn't. No.
Let's hope
So I'll do this guy rallying.
yeah. He likes to walk off the board, I imagine. That's 16 inches.
What happens when he gets to the end?
And he goes off it.
You sure? I don't think.
I don't know, read up on it, you never know. Maybe he's like an epic, kind of wanders around the edge for a while. Either way, it's not good that he failed twice in a row for you.
No, it's not.
But he is scared of Iron Urger, so I understand his fear. They're pretty boss. He got hit by the Dwarven laser.
It doesn't say anything about. It's just always continue fleeing towards its deployment zone.
Maybe it's something. Is that you reading the bravery section or anything like that?
I'm
Just-
reading the rallying and fleeing.
Oh, well, you would hope it'd be in there, but I don't know what happens.
Let's see if it says anything off the board. Oh, you carry on because it's. I'm finished now.
Alright. I'll do her. She has to score me some points now. I'll keep spending until she gets there. First one is 4. Second one is 4.
Don't know.
Third one is 4.
I wonder if it's movement off the board or something like that.
Okay, there, actually, so at least a bit closer.
Is it my turn?
It is. I've only got the Einherjar now, and I'm obviously trying to hold them back
I'll
so
check
I
it
don't
out.
kill myself at least. I
So
think that was
these
a bad
guys
plan.
are going to.
You've still got them and the wizard.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to have a keep now. Isn't that great?
It's true. That's great.
You really sold that. There's conviction in your voice. I like it. The conviction of the damned.
It's time to move. 1 for them, so he'll move to there.
Yep.
4, so he moves to there. And these birds better do it like this. He can go to there.
Okay.
That's the one minute.
There's no point being ambidextrous, I think, because he's got 1 wound left. You would. It's up to you. You get obviously you're pretty much guaranteed to get rid of him, but
It doesn't matter either
conversely,
way.
the extra actions worth of movement may or may not be useful for you. I don't know.
I'll try the 2 action
Yeah.
and I'll do the power. Oops.
Oh, actually, you've only got 1 left. You might as well do ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous, yeah.
I'd
That's
forgotten you spell one to move over.
Ambidextrous power, so
Yeah.
melee 5, needs 7s.
Mm-hmm.
Hits on a 9, -6, wasn't it? 5, -5? Power 4, yeah,
He's
-5.
dead.
2.
He's no longer in Plagan because he's dead. Until I can summon him back somehow.
Your turn.
It's these guys who are now not plagued up, so I can't kill them. I don't think they're fighting, are they?
No.
They will incite and do a charge for 2. So this guy is going to charge him. Dun dun. Do that. And this guy will charge this one. They'll stay on melee 7, so that's how we'll deal with stench on him. So I need a 5. I get 10. I'm power 8, so +3. +3 is a 12. Squish. And then on the final remainder of that unit, do I hit? I do with an 8. +3. He's dead.
That's like you're taking that bravery test.
It does. I'm that kind. Yep.
It's just him.
Yep.
And
Bogstalk eyes on them, or himself,
he's
or long legs on himself and run away or something.
He's got. Sorry, that's his booth there. He will try and cast Bugstalk eyes on these guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, he'll try again.
Yep.
No,
Alright.
that's him done.
What turn this is?
It's turn 4.
Turn 4. So it's going to be 3-2 to you on moving into turn 5 then. So I score 1 there and you score again there.
Yeah.
You're still winning.
Turn 5. I'll do these distances and things. I won't upkeep Bugstalk eyes because it's not on.
Class. Yeah. It's hard to sustain if it doesn't exist.
Direction 5, direction 4, direction
Of
6.
course, a lot of these things have come back to me now,
Distance.
like the fickle bastards they are.
Right.
So
Direction 5.
5 is
3.
actually, yeah, so it's a bit, it's this way 3 inches.
So he's still in it basically.
Yeah.
And this is direction 4,
So
5.
straight back. Forcing some people to move, I imagine, this one. And this one was what, 6 something?
6. 6. I've picked the dice up.
So 6 is further into the woods.
I'll read that. I think it was 6-2 actually.
I think so, so it actually moves a bit this way, like that. Right, so now in terms of cards I imagine you have less. I've still got
I've got
4,
1, 2,
3. Okay, so you get +1 for that, and I get, so it's even Stevens.
8.
Against 8. I've got the highest lead warlord, so it'll be me. What I'm going to do, I don't know. Don't really want to charge you through that animal zone because I'll be stuck there and I'll die. Which could be a problem. I'll let you go first.
Hooray!
There we go. I couldn't decide what to do. So that's the only choice I had left, really. We've only got like
So
19 minutes.
I'm going to move,
Balls.
and he's going to go to there, and then I'm going to do an ambidextrous attack.
Yep. Which one are you targeting? He's only got 1 wound, so it seems like a waste, but probably guarantee a kill.
And I will do.
I will they're same unit, right? So
Yes.
I'll counter attack for 3. See if I can get rid of them and open up the way to run at the other dude.
I will do melee rather than power. So I'm melee 6, and he's going to go for him. He's hit.
Mm-hmm.
Power 3, so minus 6.
Got 1 wound left, so yeah, that'll do him.
There you go.
And
Bubonic plane.
the other one as well? Yeah. The other one's important, so Bubonic plane will.
7 hits.
Okay, Bubonic on here. He's alright again.
Minus 6. 2 points.
Yep.
Second attack. Hits on a 6.
Yep.
4 points.
Oh, he's got 2 left. Oh, I didn't do the plague thing as well. Yes!
Again.
He's immune. Okay, so he will die, but he gets an attack first against
Yep.
this die. He's a 6, hits on a double 4. You're gone. Yeah, you're gone. And this guy against him is 6, double 6. And another double 6.
Yeah, the other one won't let me.
4 sixes. He's very angry. So. Okay.
Over to you. Or is it over to me?
No, it's me. I'll incite him for 0, and then I'll charge the bullman.
Has he got enough?
Yeah, he's got 2 because of incite. Unless incite.
No, has he got enough movement?
Yeah, who knows? He's a dwarf. The initial attack. I hope this is an initial attack. I guess someone on the forums will tell me if I took that initial attack with a counter attack.
I don't think that's an initial attack.
I don't know.
That's a passive attack.
Flip those. So 6 inches is as far as he can go.
Yes, he's
fine, but he's not going to go into it. Of course, that'd be dumb.
I will counter attack. Strangely enough.
Yeah, he's only got a few wounds left. That's a good idea.
He's not been wounded, this guy. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
no, my guy.
Yeah,
I go to melee 8, so I need a 5 to hit you. I think. Critical would be
deck 30.
Yep. A crit would be lovely. No, I hit you though. Power 8. Your armor 6, right?
Yes, +2.
+3. +2 is 7, so I do not kill you.
Borrow the pin, please. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Nah, he's not in the bad zone.
Try and hit you back with my melee 6.
6.
Hits. Power 3, so minus 6. 2 points.
Oh, just enough. And what else can I do? I do this unit.
You can't move them as well. You just moved another one unit.
Oh, boy. She will move once over there and then spend 3 on top of that to do her spirit tokens. D3, 2, just in case it comes into the game in any way. Over to you.
This chappie here will cast Bugstalk Eyes on himself.
Yeah, probably a great idea.
Yes, on a double
Yay.
4. And strangely enough, I think for his last one, he will move so that he's just touching over there.
Crafty bugger.
You're over to you, or I could try and rally him.
It's gone. It's gone.
I might as well try and rally him.
Yep. Yep.
Yay, he's rallied. Now I don't think he can do anything else this activation.
No, all his actions get drained by it. Okay, these guys will move 4 times, so up to 8. And they'll shield all the end of it as well. And then he's going to run over to there. Hopefully he's within range. Oh, thank God he is, otherwise that's going to be a problem.
And that's it.
So that means I'll draw you this turn.
Hmm.
And so in the final turn, it's 4-4.
So this is turn 5 though, so we're 4.
Yeah,
I get
it's
1.
the end of turn 5. So
Yeah.
you go up to 4 and I go from 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Because I've got 2 this round.
So the last turn. Turn 6. Direction. Distance.
Continue to go into the wood.
Distance. And that goes 2 inches that way, so that's it. And that's it.
Even again. I get 4. Mm-hmm. 5.
It's not good.
No good choices for you, so we know that.
Oh, sorry, I'll keep the Bugstalk Eyes.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a good choice, I suppose.
How many tokens do they have?
They'll have 4, but he could give them an extra one, provided.
I have to be offensive there, don't
They've
I?
got as well.
Otherwise you're just going to charge. Or what I could do is stand in the centre of the animal. So that
You've got a longer range than I have, so come in and fight me by all means. Probably charge because you get the bonuses, but make sure you stop over an inch away, and then I have to spend an action moving to you, which may minimise the attacks. But remember, if you go first, I can always combo and give them extra.
But also, if you have to come into the animal, you take the damage, don't you?
Indeed.
Does it end your activation?
It's end my activation. So
Oh,
if I can
so-
kill you, then maybe it'd be worthwhile, but with a few of them.
I'll charge for 2 then.
Mm-hmm.
Cover your stickety stick.
No, you need this, yeah.
So if I charge this guy here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go to there. Try and be in range of things.
Right.
I don't think I can. Oh yeah, that's fine.
So they're in shield wall as well. I'll counter attack.
Boo!
Sucks.
Right, so melee 7 against this chappy here.
You need 6s, yes.
Hits on an 8.
Armour 9.
Power 4,
Minus
-5. 1 point.
That's really damaged. We've got a couple left. Okay, attack from him is melee 5, so he needs an 8.
On def 14.
Oh, he needs a 9. Ooh. He gets an 8, unfortunately. And the next guy.
He's out of range. Both of you are out of
shit,
range, actually.
Why am I even.
Put the counters back.
That was done.
I'll try and hit you again.
Yep.
Hits crit,
He's
so
dead. He only had a couple left.
over to you.
Righty-ho.
I need long legs on him.
Yeah. Bit late now, isn't it? I will shatter him. Hopefully he's within 9.
Oh, is it 9?
I've got leadership 9, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Close there. So it's 9 plus a d6 versus your whatever and a d6.
Leadership.
Not bad.
It's a 4.
I rolled a 4, so that means I win. So you get -2 armour. Then a token. I will give them Grindstone automatically using Fell Commander. So they get +1.
Field Commander.
And then
Oh, sorry, that's there.
and then I'll kind of move twice to stand there, just to be, just to look threatening. And then these guys are going to do their tactic will be a melee strike or whatever the advanced strike is. It gives them a bonus, and they'll charge for 2.
You can't charge if you're engaged.
Oh yeah, so they have to move.
Yeah.
For 2, I imagine. They've got 5, so well he'll be in, but these won't. So with 1, I can go to there and be alright. But this guy not so much. I'm going to lose some. So second move will get into there. Second move will get into there, and then he won't definitely want to get himself killed, so he'll go there. That was 2. So they should have 3 left. And then they'll do a round of attacks for 2. They'll go +1 melee. So they go to melee 7. So they need 6s. Oh no, your 14th needs 7s. So the musician rolls a 7, power 5. Yeah. So it's -1.
-1, yeah.
-1 is 6 damage.
He'd be dead.
Okay, d6 for this guy. 1, and d6 for the armless guy. 1. Alright, that's nice and easy.
So,
It's just down to Mr. Flail. What can he do? Unless he can clone himself. I won.
1, 2, 3, 4. So he can move 16 inches.
Yeah, it's nice and quick.
It's not going to get him anywhere.
Not too far away, are you? But it was a good idea that I move right to the edge, I imagine.
Yes. So 15 will take me to there,
Yep.
and it's not enough to get through.
If only I wasn't there, he'd have been able to get in, and
And then
I think he would still lose either
an
way.
extra inch to there.
There we go.
It gives me one action there, which
Ooh.
I curse you.
She will spend 3 to get spirit tokens. Look at that, I've got 3. No, I've got 2, isn't it? And then she'll spend the other 2 to move to that one. Touch it.
And 6. That's it. 6-4. Congratulations, sir.
7, 5.
7.
Oh no, you didn't get there. So 7, 4.
7-4.
Because I'll get 3 this round.
3? No, you only got 2.
Yeah.
It's 6-4. Yeah.
They just don't die. That was the benefit.
Yes, that's correct.
It's not that the Nordgaard factions suffer from it. Sorry, we're talking about, you're joining us as we're already talking about something. We're talking about the Celestial Vortex mission. I think that particular sub-faction, clan and guild within the Nordgaard, if you very specifically like the dwarves, it could go wrong for you this mission.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think at one point it looked like it was going to go wrong for me, but then it kind of came back again, and I got a couple of good results in places that meant I could get on these things exactly at the right time. But you know, one more turn that going all that up there, then it would have been a swing of 2 or more. You know, you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the key to the game is obviously trying to take out the characters, but getting to the characters is one thing, and actually being able to take them out when you've got a beast to them.
And I think what we usually find is that you only tend to have about 3 characters anyway, you know, including your warlord. I mean, usually you have more because you have the second shaman instead of the...
So actually, in this game, that would be an advantage, and it would be better to drop the Earthspine.
Yeah.
I think the mistake I made was at that point, as you said, I should have just gone in and engaged the.
You know, who knows? It's very hard to say. I mean, something did go wrong for you, but that guy, and I've never used him before, but he has some very obvious things to use. I took the cheap potion, which I never ended up using. That weapon, the reroll attack on the weapon was, I never needed to use it, but it sounded pretty good. But
the thing that put me off going into him was essentially that if I go in, I like to take my witchweed extract, and it was pointless because it was the last activation of the turn for me, and it was a waste. So what I should have done is just gone in and not taken it, and then the following turn taken it, and just seen what happens.
He doesn't kill you in the turn. So
well, I think he could do.
No, it's very unlikely to kill you in a turn.
You got rerolls on damage as well, or
I can reroll 1 dice a turn using the...
Oh, just 1 dice?
Yeah. Just
I thought your weapon allowed you a reroll.
Only on the hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that could be...
Yeah, I mean, that's useful, but it only lets you reroll 1 of the dice on that as well, so it's not guaranteed. But it's a talisman that gives me a reroll per round, which was the thing I was using for damage on that first attack. But it's not guaranteed, but as I said to you earlier in the game, it would have locked him in position there a bit longer. It would have
gained me a turn, basically, I think.
And you could see that when he starts supporting the other guys, they do things a bit better.
And the other thing that was good was the terror ability, whatever it is, on the Felguard, is it? No, the Iron. It
is good, but actually it meant that I couldn't. If they'd have both survived, if he'd have stood there, I think they'd have killed him, and then I wouldn't have to worry about him running off to the side and coming back.
Yeah, I do tend to move him up at the battle line, and I think he should probably. I actually quite like him. I love the figure. I really like.
You should hit him with plagues. The plague the plague throwing ability has the biggest payback for expensive elite small units, and they tend to be quite tightly converged.
The only problem is it's range 8, isn't it, maximum? I think.
Yeah. So I mean, these things are tightly converged though. So if you hit them with plague,
so your charge is 7
plus the range plus 1, but then he can make them faster. I do like that extra ability to charge a bit more. He's a bit more flexible than the other guys who are slow but a tank.
But yeah, I mean, I tend to put him out front line at the start. The risk is that he's going to get hit first, and against the dwarves, I believe you're right. He wouldn't have survived at all. But I do kind of depend on the stench part of it as well. But against these sort of elite troops, I don't think it's going to matter that much.
Yes, you never know, I suppose. But I thought a couple of. That's why I went 1 past him, because I was confident that 2 would do it.
So it was quite lucky that he ran away,
Well,
but
it was all right.
it wasn't very lucky that
No, he didn't ever come back afterwards. So.
table size, determine your set up and deployment. I want to know what happens about leaving the board.
Yeah. So I think when we played one game, remember when you had all of my army running away at one point, pretty much with the wild folk. What's up, Cat? What are you doing? Pest.
Yeah, but you reached the edge, didn't you? Or you
Yeah,
never...
I almost got there, but everyone rallied before we had to find
Yeah.
out what happened. So
And
I don't think.
I don't know what happens because I can't see anything.
Yeah, so it's a question that goes out there to people. What do we do?
Or gets posted on the forums, I suppose.
Probably both. Depends on how sick you are and how eager you are to know as well.
I might do it tonight when I go home.
Yeah. The burning issues always get posted tonight. Anything else gets posted tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like they're a better army for dealing with you. But I did roll quite well, I thought, across the range.
I've got no answer against that unless it's lucky dice rolls. I think.
Well, that being said, you scored a pretty big win against someone playing this kind of army already. The difference is that he had a more clan based. So I substitute things like the giant for the recursive stuff. So her and the Einherjar, because I think they're just a bit more reliable than the giant against things that have good defense values. Whereas the giant is fantastic, there's no doubt about it. But, they've got to start off a melee 7 and they've got leadership 10 and a very powerful attack, and there's lots of them to do that attack as well.
I think your basic infantry is fine as well in that box set.
I think the basic infantry is fine in nearly every faction.
I was worried about these for a long time, but then once you find out how to use them, the mongrels I'm talking about, because they're hidden behind the rock at the moment.
Yeah.
I actually think they're really a nice, effective unit. You can't expect too much from them.
I think it's rare in a game where the chaff stuff, as you might consider it, is the reliable stuff.
Yeah.
Because you don't expect too much, they always perform quite well.
Yeah.
They killed off my character rather quickly. They get in the way.
What irritates me is when he doesn't. We talk about points, getting points back in various games. When he doesn't do what he's meant to do, that annoys me. Yeah,
he's a real terror until I guess he comes up against someone that can hit him when he's 16s or 17s, and that's your whole stratagem. His protection is based on you can't hit him. In terms of what you could have done better in this game, I don't really know.
He got killed again very easily, but I think I should not worry about that too much because I'm playing the dwarves.
Yeah.
I actually did do some stuff with him this time.
The machine gun spine could be really annoying against the right faction.
Absolutely, yeah.
Seems to be the worst faction for him.
It's a one action and it's range 12 maximum.
I didn't realise it was a one action. That's rather nice.
I will just check that because I have been known to misread.
You are in your enfeebled and ill state.
Let's have a look. Pines Missile Act 1.
Awesome. Yes, I'm quite impressed. Because if you're thinking about something like a blade slinger unit, you could kill a load of them off with that, couldn't you? 2 or 3, you can get into position and start opening up the machine gun on them.
And I held him back. My thought was, because the spell choice I took with the shamans was the death bonus, putting him up to death 14 is quite good as well. It makes him a bit more survivable.
Yeah.
I do miss the 2 shamans though. Having those double buffs and the double upkeeps is really important, I think, to making the whole lot work. So
you have to have lost either the Plague Bringer, which you like for the plagues, and the plague seems very important to your game, or a second unit of the mongrels.
I suppose if you're sort of playing in a sort of tournament or event type thing, do you have a fixed list? In which case, he drops in and out potentially, depending on who you're facing.
I don't know if it's even. I would say my instinct is immediately not to play him, but a lot of your list worked on the benefit of applying plagues.
He is my favourite figure out of the
and he makes your army work.
Yeah.
He doesn't always necessarily do the most, but he makes your basic units unholy terrors for my whole force every flipping game. So there's a tax on that, I guess.
I like both of these figures.
The Gorlord had an unusual quiet game again.
I think it's an empathy with me.
Yeah, he feels sickly. But I mean, for the last 3-4 games, he's been a terror that has.
Yeah, and guess what I did this time? When I was losing the games, he was going off on the flank, and he's gone off on the flank today.
Actually, in the last turn, he kind of went off the flank again towards the end.
Eventually, yeah, but he was
yeah.
holding back for a little bit, and then he went right. I'm going in, sort of thing. But no, good game, and I like the scenario.
Yeah, that's a good one. So I think we'll use this again.